Transurfers and the Transurfing Curious. I am Renee Garcia, and this is my Reality Transurfing Express lesson of the day. This is a special one by request. It is transurfing for weight loss. I have been challenged by this question, how do I use reality transurfing to lose some weight? I've been challenged by this question for pretty much since I started transurfing instruction. And it wasn't until about 6 months ago that the answer came to me. Now, I took this exercise and did it and lost about 10 pounds within a month. And that sounds like, I don't know, maybe it doesn't sound like a lot to you guys, but for me, I had been trying to get that extra 10 pounds off for a while. I had done a lot of different things, excessive cardio, I went on a keto diet, intermittent fasting, all kinds of stuff, and I just did not see that scale go down at all. So I really felt like this was an accomplishment, that I not only realized the answer, but that it worked so quickly. I'm not saying that it's going to work for everyone, but it's what I did and it's what worked for me, and the results have stuck. So that's the main thing. The results stayed, and at the end of the video, I'm going to go over specifically what I did. It's 2 steps, specifically what I did, but first I'm going to talk a little bit about transurfing concepts in relation to this question, how do I lose weight? So we have to remember, and I know I come back to this pretty much at every single lesson, but it's true to me, and hopefully it's true to you too. There are an infinite number of life tracks, okay? And there are an infinite number of versions of you, okay? So you are going to connect with a version of you that weighs less. And I will get more specifically into how to do this towards the end of this lesson. One of the things that really helped me was changing my thoughts, okay? Because when I was attempting to lose the weight and I wasn't losing it, I became frustrated. I would think, why can't I lose this weight? And remember, as Vadim says in the book countless times, we always get what we actively don't want. So I had to actually switch my thinking over from telling myself that I wasn't losing the weight and that it was hard, to that I am losing the weight and this is easy. And, you know, I really do believe this. Our bodies feel what our minds think. So if you're feeling shame or disappointment in yourself or some other negative emotion about how you look physically, your body is going to sense that. And again, it's importance, it's balancing forces, and you become, so your body and your mind sort of battle each other. And I really think that's what was happening for me. My body just sensed where my mind was with it, and it wasn't in a good place, so I did not see results. It wasn't until I implemented some techniques and then things started to change, but I realized that my thought quality needed to become higher, and I needed to act as though I already had lost the weight, or think as though I had already lost the weight. So, pendulums. Pendulums are a big one with losing weight. Obviously, food, primarily fast food, sugar, carbohydrates. This is a pendulum. This is an external pendulum. It's also an internal pendulum, which is cravings and desiring. And then obviously what comes to us outside of ourselves, which is, you know, advertising and fast food restaurants pumping the smell into the air, right? To try to hook on to your thoughts and get you to come inside. So you will need to view, and I'm not saying permanently, right? Just until you get this weight off of you, you will need to view food, and primarily foods that aren't helping you, as pendulums, and deal with them as you would a pendulum, right? Dropping importance, that's one of the big ones for me. Now, before, when I would go on a diet, I would say to myself, oh my God, I can't believe that I don't get to eat sugar anymore. Oh my God, I can't believe that I don't get to eat carbs anymore. Now, what I ended up doing is just telling myself I'm going to drop importance on not being able to have these things for now, okay? Not permanently, for now. And that lack of feeling like it was a permanent lifestyle switch helped me to understand I can give it up for now. I can give it up until I achieve my goal, right? Because that's ultimately what the weight loss is it's a goal. Now, I had a specific goal. I wanted to lose 10 pounds by my 40th birthday, and that's what I did. So it was easy for me to tell myself when I got a craving or I wanted something that I knew wasn't in line with my goal, simply, you don't get it right now. Okay, it's not that you're never going to have it again, you just don't get it right now. Now, in doing this, I actually sort of just pushed it out of my reality. I'm not craving sugar as much. I'm not craving carbs, even though I made it a temporary sort of way to see my goal. I've adopted it now, and I'm just eating less calories, period. Going with the alternatives flow in regards to losing weight. This is a big one, and I know this doesn't seem like such an obvious one, but this one really did help me. So I was driving down the street and I saw a sign by a gym close to my house for a lower rate, a discounted rate. So I took that as my world trying to help me. I got the gym membership, right? If a friend said to me, hey, let's go for a walk, I took that as my world is showing me ways to get active, and I did not deny what was coming in my direction. So anything that had anything to do with physical activity or being active, I jumped on it. And anything that came in my direction, I viewed it as a sign of my world helping me trying to get physical and burn some calories. So again, look to your world to show you how you can lose some weight, because your world will present things to you. Maybe it's a new diet that presents itself, or, like I said, activity, coming in your direction that you can jump on and burn some calories. But once you tune your mind to this frequency, you will start to see all sorts of opportunities to lose weight. So one of the things that I like to say is transurfing is like a transurfing mind is like a TV, okay? Your brain is like a TV. And you are simply going to tune your station to weight loss. Okay, you're going to tune your station to weight loss, and that frequency will pick up other things in your environment that will help you along the way. So now for my two methods, the two things that I came up with that helped me drop 10 pounds in about a month. It's probably about 6 weeks actually, and kept it off. Okay, so I'm just going to read them, and I will also put these in the comments so you can go down, go about doing this when you have time to sit down and actually focus on what I'm ready to tell you. And yeah, so just I'll just go ahead and read it, and when you're ready, if you feel that this is going to help you, sit down in a seated position and do these two things, and this is all I really did. Now, I'm not trying to say that you don't need to diet and exercise. You will still need to diet and exercise. However, these two steps will make it a lot easier. Okay, so 2 simple steps that will allow you to step back onto a past track where you felt your best, okay? So what we are going to do now is we are going to take your mind, okay, because a previous version of you, and this is what I did, I kept saying to myself, why am I 10 pounds heavier, 15 pounds heavier? I used to be this weight. So really, what I told myself is that I'm going to go back to that old thinking. I'm going to go back to that old version of Renee, and I'm going to pull that thought quality, those actions, and that material onto my current track, okay? So step one, sit down in a seated position and close your eyes as if meditating, okay? Now imagine yourself in past years where you looked and felt your absolute best. What changed? You did, but you can change back, and you are going to do that now. Remember how you thought, felt, behaved, ate, etc. And imagine yourself re-entering that exact track where you will think, feel, behave, and eat that exact same way. Move yourself to this old track in your mind, okay? So it doesn't matter if you were on a high track, low track, whatever. We're just trying to pull that information onto your current track. So what I did, I imagined Renee weighing the weight that she wants to weigh. And I just connected my mind with that previous version of myself. My mind, my thoughts, my action. Hey, Renee used to run bleachers. Hey, Renee used to go to the gym and run on the treadmill. Hey, Renee used to do Pilates, and Renee ate this way, and she didn't eat after 5, right? So this old version of myself. So I transferred the old way of thinking and acting to this new version of me, okay? So step 2. Now, this is what really kicked it into overdrive. Every single time I thought or felt myself start to deviate from this track, I reminded myself, okay, that I am on this alternate track, not the one where I weighed more, okay? So anytime information or material came in my direction, maybe somebody saying, hey, do you want to go eat Mexican food? It was 7 o'clock at night. Nope, because old Renee didn't do this, okay? This is not what old Renee did, and that's why old Renee was in better shape, okay? In addition, if you feel like eating something or not working out, state to yourself, this is not in line with my goal, period. This will become systematic after just a few days, and it did for me. Okay, so 2 things are going on here. One, you are connecting yourself with the previous version of you, okay, that weighed the weight that you want. Maybe this is your high school weight or your college weight or your pre-baby weight or whatever, okay? And then the second thing is you're setting a goal for yourself. You're setting an intention. You're setting your intention, and then you are telling yourself, anytime something is not in line with your intention, this is not in line with my goal, period. Okay, and you just systematically continue to do this over and over and over until you simply do not do anything that's not in line with your goal. Now, remember, this isn't for a permanent lifestyle. This is just to get some weight off. And luckily for me, I, kind of kept up with the habits, and I'm at the exact weight I actually was in high school. So it worked for me, and it kept me on this track of previous Renee. So to recap, transurf to a previous track where you weighed less. Make yourself comfortable there, okay? Then when challenged, this is not my track, and this is not in line with my goal, okay? And that's pretty much it. I challenge whoever is interested to do this. Please keep me posted. I want to see if it worked for anybody else other than me. Nobody's actually done it and gotten back to me yet. Well, it was really just in the newsletter, and I don't know how many people have participated, but I'll give the link to the newsletter in this video so you can check out the article in its entirety, and I will also give my two steps here, so just look below. And again, find yourself in a quiet room and do this little meditation. Transfer yourself back to that mindset that you previously had on another track where you weighed less, and tell me if this works. It might sound nuts, but it worked for me, and I hope that it works for you. So please subscribe if you have not already. Follow me on Instagram, reality_transurfing, and of course, join us on the International Transurfing Institute Facebook group where tips like this and lots more are in abundance. Thanks, guys. Bye.